and say, girl, you better take care. Cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down I know I might be headed for teardrops, now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No.
So, you guys, did I even start the vlog? I think I started the vlog, did I? I don't even remember. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I thought I did. I don't know. But welcome to the vlog. It is...
Hold Pennington and pull it on tight.
It's Wednesday. We didn't go grocery shopping yesterday because we went to Journey's appointment. But I just want to show you guys what I bought at Walmart today. It's a food chopper. So let me... Okay, so don't mind my counter. It is dirty because I was just getting ready to do a wipe down and have not yet. But here it is. It was like $8 at Walmart. But as you guys know, I watch Chickens by the Lake, and she's always cooking. I just love her videos because she's always cooking. But she has a food chopper like this, and I never knew such a thing existed. And then when we were looking at them when Danny was here, we saw them, and I was like... So anyway, Easter is Sunday, and because I always chop up my green pepper, or not my green pepper, my celery and my radishes and stuff to put in my potato salad, because we always have potato salad at Easter. We just do. And so I got one. So I'm so excited. So you just put your stuff in there. It came with 2 attachments. What is this? Why is this like this? I have no idea. Oh, probably to keep stuff from collecting along the front. But yeah, it has the little chopper. And then it also came with a little mixing one. So it got 2. I'm so excited for this. So it is 2:32 right now. We ate lunch. Guess what we had, guys? More chicken salad. And you guys, my husband threw my bones away. I was like, you know, do I want to can more chicken stock? And I thought, well, maybe I will. I was like, so I went to, I was gonna just look at my bones. And so I look at the freezer and the bones are not there. And I'm like, I know I specifically put them over to the side so he knew. Okay, so if you don't know, I threw all of my meat wrappers. I can't put this back in here because I don't know how it was in there. Just leave it out. It has to be washed anyway. But set it right here for now. So I keep all of my meat wrappers in the fridge, like that's chicken or, you know, whatever. And when we go to take out garbage, he just pulls them out and throws them in the trash before we take our trash out. And so I'm like, did he, you know, pick them? And so I called him up and I was like, did you touch my bones? He was like, it depends on what bones you're talking about. I was like, my chicken bones I had in the freezer. Oh, there was a bag of something in there. I just thought it was like something you didn't want to throw in the trash, so I probably did. I was like, well, okay. I was like, well, I'm putting bones in there. Don't touch them, because it took, last time it was like two of my thing made all of that chicken broth, which was how many jars? Somebody downstairs. Is Evan here? Maybe Evan is here. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, that's Sterling's in the shower. Anyway, so I'm going to, I gotta clean everything, give everything a wipe down. I think I'm making chicken and dumplings for dinner. I didn't really go through my cookbooks or anything, so it's gonna be one of those weeks where I don't cook from the cookbook, just because I was sick, you guys, and you know, the whole and it's Easter week, so, or, you know, Easter is on Sunday. So I know we're having Easter dinner, so that was, you know, that's pretty much a given. And then we went shopping. You know, this week is like messed up. I hate it when it gets messed up. But yeah, so we didn't go grocery shopping on Tuesday. We went on Wednesday. We had leftover cube steak from the chicken fried steak yesterday. There was like 2. And so when we went to Aldi's last night, I bought another pack. Because I was like, well, to go with those 2, I'll buy a pack and we'll just have some steak and gravy. It's a dish I make, and I've made it time and time again, but I probably haven't made it on the vlog in I don't know how long. So I make it in the crock pot. It's an easy, delicious crock pot meal. You need a...
Guys, they're coming.
What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Who's guys? She told me to shh. Oh, Winnie. An onion soup packet, and I use two of these gravy packs. So I use a peppered and a country. If I use both country, it's like you're missing something, and if you use 2 peppered, it's like too much pepper. So I mix them. I use both of them. And so what I do is I cook my steak inside the crock pot, and I use an onion soup packet and just a little bit of water, and then that's pretty much all I put in there. And then I let that cook until it is super tender, and then I make my gravy on the stove, and then I pour my gravy in and just kind of like chop up my steak into bits and pieces, and then I make rice. And then what we do is we have rice and we serve the gravy with the steak pieces over the rice. It's so delicious. So we're gonna have that this week, tomorrow specifically because of Zumba. I have missed 3 Zumbas, guys. Last week was just a bad week time-wise with everything, orders and everything. And then I gotta sneeze. There we go. And then, you know, I was sick on Sunday into Monday, so yeah. Yeah, Monday I wasn't doing nothing. So yeah, I missed 3, and it's, you know, it is what it is. I mean, but I want to go tomorrow, and I bought a Zatarain's with some kielbasa sausage, and so we have that, and so we can have that on Saturday. I still have to come up with something for Monday, but we're gonna go back out on Friday. So I'm like, you know, we didn't buy our ham for Easter either. I looked at the hams, and I looked at the hams last night at Aldi, and I'm like, well, I want to look at Walmart. So I looked at Walmart, and when I got to Walmart, I was like, I like the hams at Aldi better. So we will end up going to Aldi to pick up a ham. And so I might actually buy some of the country style beef ribs, and not, usually we do the pork, and so I want to do the beef ones. And so I was like, if I buy this, he was like, that's not enough for all of us. I was like, I know, but you know, like, we can just do it for, you know, us. For us. But, yeah, so we got chicken and dumplings tonight. We got steak and gravy tomorrow. Friday, we'll probably go out to eat. And then Saturday, we got a Zatarain's meal. Sunday, actually, we'll be at church, too, on Saturday. Sunday is Easter, so Easter dinner's covered. I just have to worry about Monday. yeah, so now I'm going to clean. I have to wipe everything down. It's like, it just gets a cluttered, chaotic mess. So, I mean, that's not horrible, but it was worse. But especially when we come back from shopping, like this pan from last night still needs to be wiped out. That's what we made the steak in. I told my husband, I was like, we're just gonna dump everything and then I'm gonna wipe it all out and stuff. I'm not gonna wash it. And then I still have to do sourdough. I need to fill up my thing, and this needs to be cleared. Apparently everyone just puts the stuff on the counter and not in the cabinets. So I need to wipe everything down, get everything put away, sweep, mop the floors, and then start school. We need to double up because I missed school on Monday because I didn't feel good, and so, and that's another thing, you guys. So I did talk about Journey's appointment yesterday, but it kind of made me feel better coming from the doctor, and not, you know what I mean. So we do school, and we do, you know, I do school Monday through Friday, quite regular. You know, it's rare that we actually miss a day, but when we do miss a day, I feel really guilty. Like, I'm like, but we double up, you know what I mean? So we're not behind on any of her stuff, but I almost feel like we're rushing through things. But he was like, you know, it's really good that you're doing this one-on-one with her, and that, you know, you are able to take the time to really, you know, give her that extra attention and stuff, because they went in school. And he was like asking about, you know, her attention span and stuff, and so I was telling him how we have issues and we have to, you know, do some bribing and, you know, whatnot. And he was like, yeah. He's like, even if, he's like, you have to break it up into smaller chunks. He was like, you know, you can, he's like, you don't have to, you know, do a full, like, lesson. Like, he's like, you might, maybe you'll do a little bit of a lesson in the morning, and then maybe in the afternoon, you know. He was like, so you don't actually have to, like, just sit down. And although we, you know, I try to, because I'm like, we need to get this done. This is just one more thing on my list to do today. So anyway, it did make me feel better, because I'm like, I do have, like, mom guilt of, like, I have guilt right now because we didn't do school on Monday, but I was sick, you know. So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have to double up today, just so we're not behind. And a lot of, like, her lesson stuff is not that hard. Like, if it's a letter that she doesn't know, then, you know, that I want to make sure we don't rush through anything and we focus on, you know, doing everything in the lesson plan. But it, like, this past week was letter J, and she knows J. She knows the sound that J makes. She knows, you know, that's the beginning of her name, so she really knows that letter. So I feel like, you know, it's okay. We're good. The whole purpose of you doing school and doing this is so that you do know your letters, and you do learn the letters, and you do learn the sounds. But since you already know this, I almost feel like we could have skipped J, and we could have just moved on with another letter, but we didn't, and we just kept on trucking. Anyway, let me get everything wiped down. I also want to post a video. I think I might go do that before I wipe everything down. That way it's up and alive, up and live, up and live. And then do this, and then do school. Okay guys, it's time to cook dinner. And no, it's not a crock pot meal today. It is chicken and dumplings, and I do it in an Instant Pot. So, first of all, we're going to put this on saute. If you don't have an Instant Pot, I'm sure you can probably make this on a stove. It just takes longer, obviously. So I'm putting about a half stick of butter in the bottom. This is just to saute my veggies. So in goes the butter. So that's about half a stick of butter. I know you guys can't see very good, but there you go. Half stick of butter in there. Like I said, it's on saute. I'm going to cut up a medium onion. I'm probably going to use all of it because I don't have anything coming up that I would use onion for. So if I had another dish this week, then I could easily just use half an onion and then save the rest. But I'm dropping it on the floor. You can also make chicken noodle soup this way instead of just having some dumplings. You can have, and we use biscuits. I know I can make my own dumplings, obviously, but when I am in a hurry, phew, this is a strong onion. Canned biscuits are just easier for me to do. Alright, so I got in carrots. Gosh, I was just thinking I need to grab my carrots. I got in. I'm gonna have to buy more celery, I think. My onions. I'm gonna use 2 carrots. I'm gonna use a can or a jar of my canned carrots. Do I have a small one? Yeah, I do. But I'm not going to put them in until after this is all cooked together. Just because they are already cooked and I don't need them, you know. Anyway, let me wash off. Sorry. I've made this, I don't know how many times on my videos, vlogs, probably more than 10. It's just really good. Okay. Celery going in. And I usually use a wooden spoon. Mix those up, let them saute together. I have a piece of onion right there. Where'd it go? What was the onion skin? Not that it'll hurt us, but. Okay, so we got that in there. I'm gonna move the camera angle. I gotta get in the cabinet. So we're gonna add some spices to this while it's still sauteing. Where are you? We've got a little bit of thyme. I don't like a whole lot of thyme. A little rosemary. Where are you? And a little basil. Use whatever spices you want to put in yours. Obviously, it's yours. You can do what you want. Just a little oregano, not a lot. And then some basil. If you have, which I do, why didn't I just do that? If you have Italian seasoning, that has oregano, basil, sage, thyme, rosemary. I'm just gonna add a little. Why not? More flavor, more better. So we got all that in there. Oh, I got that pepper. I still have to fill up my little spice thing. I got it at the thrift store the other. Gosh, it's probably a month ago now. I don't remember much. So some pepper. A little more pepper. So we got all that in there. And I just like to saute these together. we're going to chop up some chicken. I like to chop my chicken up into little cubes. Oh, and I had a question on a vlog. Somebody asked if I cut up my chicken before I cut up, or I have no idea what the question was. It wasn't a question, it was a statement. Something about cutting up my chicken. I don't even know. Something about salmonella and cross-contamination. If I have to cut up chicken, I cut them on a plastic. I don't know if you guys can see over here. I'm trying not to touch because I got chicken on my fingers. Yeah, so I have a plastic cutting board because you're not supposed to cut meat on like the bamboo cutting boards, and just because you're not supposed to. I have, and I still do occasionally. It just depends on like what I've got going on. It's a day by day, play by play kind of thing. So if, let's say if I was making this dish and well, like I am now, I cut I cut my vegetables first, and then I cut up my meat. So chicken. And no, I didn't wash it after I cut my vegetables because I thought it really doesn't matter, right? Because I just cut up my vegetables that are going in the same pot. And so, like, look at this nastiness. This is like skin they could have left off. Anyway. So yeah, no, I don't cut up meat and vegetables on the same, or I don't cut meat before I do any vegetables, let's put it that way. And then, like I said, I try to make sure that I cut meat on these and plastic ones. I want to get a butcher block. Maybe one day. Anyway, so I'm cutting up my meat. Like I said, I just cut it into little chunks. I prefer it like cut up when I have chicken and dumplings rather than having like shredded chicken. When I do chicken noodle soup, I just boil the chicken and then I shred it up. So, but this is more of like a chunky kind of meal to me. Like you have your veggie chunks and your dumpling chunks, and it's a thick. I make it thick. So, but I do like to trim all fat off my meat, and sometimes you can get little bones in there. Like I just had a piece that had a bone in it. So. I just chop my meat, and this is so much easier too when your meat is just a tad bit frozen. Cutting this chicken up, but I'm going to put 3 of these large chicken breasts in there. Like I said, I don't do, and like, I don't know if you guys can see this meat over here. There's a chunk of like not so good looking meat. So, some more. It's still got blood in it. You guys probably can't see that, but there's blood right there. Bloody chicken. I'll question the little meat gets thrown away. Sorry. But if it looks questionable, I am not eating it. Like this stringy looking meat, yeah, that's questionable. Even though it's not the same chicken breast. We're going to get rid of you. I should just start raising meat birds and having them slaughtered so we can have our own chicken, our own organic chicken. Maybe one day. Okay, so we've got 3 chicken breasts in there. I'm going to give it a look-see and see what this looks like. Dare I do one more? I think I will. We've got it. That way there'll be a lot of leftovers. The boys' lunches. Now, I don't know about you, but chicken and dumplings just tastes really good the next day. Heat it up. Oh, I can make some sourdough. We can have some for lunch tomorrow. A piece of sourdough and some chicken and dumplings. Alright, kids. Down here. Alright. That's fine. I think we got one. Yeah, we got one breast left. Actually, we got 2 breasts left. Gonna put these in a Ziploc. So we got that in there. Now I'm gonna do kind of chicken broth. Let's see. I'm trying to show everything while I do this. So got my can of chicken broth. This is one that I can myself. So you pop the lid, make sure it's, yeah. And then you're supposed to give it a smell. It smells like chicken broth. So I used one of my jars of chicken broth and then I filled it up again with more water. Let's see. That looks like it. Now I'm going to put the lid on and I'm going to pressure cook this. So I have a huge fear of undercooked items. I won't say huge fear, but for pressure cooking. Because when I read recipes and they're like, oh, you just have to pressure cook this for 10 minutes. To me, that just seems a little bit, you know, like I'm not sure if I want to eat that if it's only been cooked for 10 minutes. I don't know if that's pressure cooking. Yeah, so I pressure cook mine for 25 minutes. It comes out, it's not like overly cooked or anything. But that's just how I feel comfortable cooking. And I will also add that you do you. You know, this is what me and my husband were talking about. It's like everybody does things differently. Nobody's the same. You don't have to do things the way I do them. You find what works for you. So after, okay, stop, cancel. We got our lid on, we got it to sealing. We are going to pressure cook this for 25 minutes. That's just where I feel comfortable at cooking. And I know that it will be done, but I do have to turn this way. Why is that moving? Please hold. Make sure my seal is in there and everything. Make sure my seal is good. Yeah. I'm gonna give her a little turn. Okay. Alright. Anyway. Alright, it's just Pam being, yeah, okay, anyway, we've done this plenty of times. Okay, we're on pressure cook now. It will come up to pressure and then count down to 25 minutes. And then after the 25 minutes, I will then pour in, well, actually, I'll cut up my biscuits and put them in and let them boil. I'll put it back on saute and let the biscuits boil, and then after they're almost done, like close to done cooking, I add some heavy whipping cream just to thicken it up, and then add, like if I need more pepper or anything like that, go ahead and add it in. But anyway, I got butter on my fingers now.
Pushing it.
Correct.
This one.
Color the walrus coloring sheet. Do as Ace is doing. I don't know what that's doing.
Highlight my flower.
Oh, so. What
She says to color.
do you color that? Okay.
Crayons. You can't wait. Mom,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you about my dream.
Okay, tell me about your dream.
So I dream about Blippi wearing a costume.
Blippy.
And then I changed to a new dream.
Yeah?
So we were moving away from our house because we were getting knacks and bugs and stuff in our house. So I moved to this house.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a pool.
Had a pool.
And there's a Cabbage Patch doll that can eat kids' fingers.
Oh dear.
And it kept whining and we had to calm it down, so we had to rock it and make it fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Cabbage Patch that eats people's fingers? Lord.
and so since she turned her phone off, I took the mask off. I don't know why I had a mask off on my dream.
Right. Sometimes we just have crazy things on in our dreams, so.
And then,
Yeah.
And then so, you didn't want to bed. I was like, what? I want to go to bed. And look in the morning and play in this. Water.
Yeah? Because we had a pool, right? In your dream?
That floods the whole entire house.
Oh my gosh.
Only the living room
Oh,
and kitchen.
Lordy be.
Only living room and in my dream, I try to get the rest of my dream at our hotel. And then there's a bridge.
A what?
A bridge, and I lived on a house over at a new house, and so there's a bridge that lived there, and there's a trampoline thing on it, and I was very balancing, because in my dream, I didn't know how to bounce.
Did we set up that tinfoil stuff?
Because I was like, whoa, wait.
In the bathroom?
I don't know how to bounce. I don't know what this is, but until I got off, and then when I put so that's when he was on the tip top of a mountain.
Lord.
But it's actually just, he was on the top floor that
This
had
tube still
lots
has
of
a hole in
houses
it.
that little
It's gotten
everywhere.
bigger.
The end.
You're gonna worry.
And then that's when I woke up. I felt scared. And once you get my phone, when you just rolled over this way. Now, when you rolled over this way, I want to get my phone and down in the living room because it was almost morning. But I was scared about my dream. It might be real. And I kept shaking you so you can roll over, but you didn't listen.
Wow, that is some dream.
I'm still sick it's real.
It's not real.
But
Or mukbang. So tell me, are those biscuits okay?
I got the wrong biscuits.
Mom,
Is it okay?
here you go.
It's buttery.
Here's your spoon.
Is it buttery, but does it taste alright? Is dinner ready?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are you enjoying it?
Well, it's hot.
Do you like the big chicken?
That big chicken you saw hanging out?
Yeah, you like the big chicken hanging out?
I heard, Cassie Carter had her big chickens hanging out.
What are they called? She had her pigs in a blanket hanging out.
Oh.
Two foxes and a little sock.
It's so hot.
It is hot.
Well, because you're handsome.
You just trying to get my pants.
It's working.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't really have to say much. You just said good morning. Good luck to you. Thank you for cooking. You did a good job.
I love you.
I love you. Let me finish washing my dishes.
See what the girls made today? You love them.
Yeah, I stuck my fingers in them. Didn't mean to. So they were laying there getting wet and I thought it was dry.
Speaking of sticking your fingers in it.
What? Cigarettes and bean dip. What'd you say?
Let me close the door. Trin's up there. So I'm getting ready to work. 7:40 right now. I have to embroider out 8 aprons. Gosh, you guys, in my brain, it was 6. In my brain, I just realized 8. But that's okay. I will get them all done. But I had to order aprons. I got them off Amazon, for those that want to know. But, so, I might have mentioned, I know I mentioned about the colors on the other aprons being off. Okay. See, I don't want to throw this away. Anybody else like that? I'm like, it has a Ziploc, it's plastic. We can use this for something. I don't know what. But there will be something that I will be like, if I had a little bag, put that in. Right here. Anyway, yeah, so I had to wait for this order because I had to reorder. And then, to be honest with you, I totally forgot about order. I was supposed to order Friday, so that way it would be here Sunday. Pam was not thinking about orders on Friday. Pam was thinking she's going to go see Kelsey Carter tomorrow. And that was like the main thing on my brain. So the set that I ordered comes with hats. And so I can easily sell these. But if you don't know, I have an entire tote over there. This tote that's up here, this tote right here, chock full of hats. Like it's runneth over, and so I put hats up there. So because this person ordered these for a birthday party and they ordered 8 aprons, I'm going to just send them the hats free with their order. I mean, anyway, one of your beat vlogs. Yeah, so cute. But I'm gonna start working and get this done. I was gonna say something else. Oh, that was what I was gonna say. So I was talking to, I was working earlier upstairs cleaning stuff off, and I had Kelsey Carter playing. I bet you're not surprised. I think between her and George Michael, Wham, like that's like top of my playlist right now. Anyway, but Sterling came in and I was like, you have to clean the litter box and blah blah blah. So she was doing that, and then I was like singing at the top of my lungs because I like to do that, Kelsey Carter. And then like the next line came and I didn't sing it, but Sterling did. Like she like, and I'm like I didn't know, like I knew she knew the songs because obviously I listened to them. Everybody in the house probably knows the songs because of me, but you know what I mean. And then I was like, you know this song? And she was like, it was Villain. So it's like not one of her, it's a good song. It's like not one of my favorite songs by her, but it's not like her main hit or anything. I think Liquor Store on Mars is probably her, and then Cover You Wild, those are, you know, all up there. Anyway, and I was like, this is one of my favorites. And she was like, you should see my Spotify, my most listened to Spotify, on my most listened to playlist on my Spotify. She's like, it's Kelsey Carter. And I was like, really? I was like, you like Kelsey Carter? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, isn't she just wonderful? She was like, yeah, and she's so nice. I was like, I know. And I think I knew like she liked Kelsey Carter, but I didn't think, like, I thought Journey and I were like the big Kelsey Carter fans. So learning that she loves Kelsey Carter, and she had, you guys, I'll just show you. I talked about the poster. I don't think I ever showed the poster, but she went ahead. This was like yesterday. She put, I sent her all the videos because I was like, do you want me to send you some of the videos? Okay, so at the Kelsey Carter concert, Journey and I were front, center, front. That's us. That was the spot that, you know, I paid all this money to do meet and greets and all that stuff. So by golly, I was going to be up front. And so Sterling was kind of having anxiety and such. And so there was a couch in the back. And so Sterling wanted to sit on the couch. My husband went with her. So we just kind of, that's where they were. So they didn't come up front. So it was just Journey and I. So anyway, so you're going to see Kelsey Carter's butt, just saying. So we all got posters signed by Kelsey. So she put her poster up in a frame and then put her VIP pass right there. And she has that up in her room. And I was like, wow, like you really like, it's just one of those moments where it's like, you like her too. Anyway, I knew she liked her, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't think it was like she really, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like she was a big fan. Like I thought Journey and I were the big fans, but apparently she likes it. No. Anyway, let's put on a little YouTube and get these aprons going.
I see why you say it tastes like a protein shake. I got my Friday night lights.
Hi guys, so it's almost midnight. I'm not gonna work on anything else. I embroidered out all of the aprons. There's actually okay, change the battery. Because I just like remembered it like literally a couple minutes ago. So I had a dream. I actually had a couple dreams, but I don't remember all of everything. Pardon. I also need a band-aid. So if you don't know, I have eczema. I've had eczema ever since I had Sterling on my fingers. It's gotten really bad, but now, ever since I started going to a dermatologist, it mainly is on my fingertips. And it's like cracks and they like fester up, and like if I squeeze it, like water. Anyway. But I just put, they actually, so I got this, this is what it's called. I can't pronounce it. It's a steroid cream. So this is the cream that they put me on. And for the most part, it works. Like, I will put it on my fingertips, and within, you know, 2 days, you know, it will be pretty much gone. Not completely, but, you know. But the trouble is I always have to put it on, always. And so she put me on something else. It was a sample, and I don't think it works. So I haven't, like I had cracks on my fingers when I saw her, and so she gave me the sample of stuff, and so I either used it she's like, put it on twice a day, so I put it on twice a day. I did it that day, I did it the next day, and the following day I'm like, you know, if I would have used the steroid cream, this would be like pretty much cleared up by now. And here it was, you know, looked like it had barely made a difference. So I'm like, but she said, you know, try it. If it works, then we will, you know, go ahead and write you a script. It's hard to get covered by your insurance, but we'll, you know, we'll work around that and try to get it. So anyway, long story short, I'm not going to have her fill that prescription because I don't think it works. So I'm just using the steroid. And so she's like, and if it don't, I can call and she can get me refills on this steroid cream. So I don't technically need a refill right now. I think I'm good for at least another maybe 3-4 weeks. So anyway, here's one of the aprons. So they ordered 8 aprons, and they ordered 2 in a smaller size. And so then when I told her about the aprons not, you know, matching the colors, and she was like, I don't even remember what, you know, what I ordered for who. She was like, but they're all, you know, 6-year-olds, so you know, whatever, as long as they all match, I'm fine, you know. So hopefully, you know, hopefully, I get worried like people are gonna like say, oh, I didn't say that, and like leave you a bad review or something. Just like I had somebody order something and say, ship it to this address, and then I'm like, is this a trick? Like, are they gonna say, oh, I never got it because I shipped it to this other address and not their address? You know what I mean? Anyway, but let me get back to what I was going to tell you guys about. Is that I had a dream last night, and I don't, like, I think I can probably count maybe 1 or 2 other times that I ever dreamt about YouTube or YouTube people, people that are on YouTube. I don't, you know, those aren't, usually my dreams consist of usually like my kids, my husband, you know, people, my mom. I dream about my mom a lot, and my dad. And so anyway, so I don't remember all of my dream, but I just remember a little part of my dream, and it was about Michelle from Chickens by the Lake. So Michelle, if you are watching this, or you know, Scott, if you're watching this, because Scott and Michelle, I've actually found Scott through Michelle's channel, that he had sent her a package, and she sent him a package, and I really wanted to, okay, so let's do a little backstory here. Is that she sent him a package, and so she glued googly eyes onto the box because she used repurposed the box, and it was like her dog treat box, and so she put googly eyes on the dog. And me, you know, doing what I do for a living, and I ship packages all the time, I'm, you know, always fearful of, you know, my packaging and that kind of thing. So I honestly didn't know how googly eyes was going to hold up on a box going through the mail. And so that technically was my main, like, concern, or, you know. And so once I saw that she said something about him getting her package or whatever, so I was like, clicked on, and he had commented on that blog or whatever, and so I clicked on his name, and lo and behold, he had a video up of him in the box and what he got. So Scott, that's how I found you. So then I, you know, just started watching his videos. So, but let's get back to Michelle from Chickens by the Lake. Is that she, and I've mentioned this before, that she totally reminds me of Aunt T, which is my best friend in Michigan. We grew up, we went to high school together, and you know, so anyway, and she's been on the vlog a few times. Every time I go to Michigan, I show her, and she's come down to see me, and like a couple times. Anyway, I had a dream that Michelle and I were like talking via, like, you know, on text messages where you can talk and then send like your voice recording over a text message. Her and I were doing that, and we were talking, and I couldn't tell you what we were even talking about or whatever, but I do remember that it was in no way, shape, or form weird. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm talking to Michelle from Chickens by the Lake. It wasn't weird like that. It was just like we were just carrying on like a conversation going back and forth. But I also remember another part of the video of my dream is that while her and I were talking, like this thing happened and my husband was there and we had to, it was like I guess the government, I don't know if it was the government or just like who it was, but they wanted every single person to like go outside of their house and they had to lay down where they could be seen. Like, I don't know, it was just, it's just a bizarre dream. Like, and I was like, why do they want, you know, and then my husband's like, you know, it's so that they can count all the people in the world. They need to count them, because something with, you know, they don't know exactly how many people there are, and you know, some people are missing or have died that they don't know about, and so they needed an accurate count of how many people. I know, my brain, and I haven't watched anything weird to make me think this, or you know, I have no idea. I don't know why that was just weird, but I just remember at that time that Michelle and I were talking via like text, voice to text, whatever. I was like, well, you know, I gotta go and go lay down so we can get counted. And like she was doing the same thing, like she had to go outside and lay down as well so she could get counted. So it was just really weird, and that was my dream. And I just thought that if Michelle was watching this, she'd probably get a kick out of it, and Scott, you'd probably get a kick out of it too, but I'm like, why would I dream about this? Is weird. Oh, and then here's another funny thing is that Michelle from Chickens by the Lake, her husband's name is Bruce, and I have another friend that I actually grew up with. We're not close anymore, but we were like inseparable growing up, and we remained friends until I moved down here. It's not that we're not friends right now. Like, I see her on Facebook and stuff, but you know, it's not like we don't talk. Like, I can't tell you, I think the last time I did talk to her was when Journey was born. And that was the last time. And I think we just did like a FaceTime and just chit-chatted, but, it's my finger. But her husband is named Bruce, and so her name is Michelle. And so I just thought that was funny that I know another Michelle and Bruce. My finger hurts. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to end the vlog. I'm going to get all these packaged up. And like I said, I'm going to send them the hats that come with it, because although I know I could probably, you know, sell the hats or whatever, I'm like, you know, it's fine. I'm sure they'll appreciate them. But want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys. Oh, that's another thing I was just going to talk about too. I forgot, because I looked at my phone and I was like, this person just placed an order, and then wants their order it would be what, 8 days, 7 days, next Friday. I don't know how many days away that is. Well, it is Thursday, so 8 days. They want their order within 8 days, but did not pay a rush fee, did not upgrade the shipping. They didn't do any of that. And they're like, please, 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 if I can get this by April 6th. Yeah. Do you not think I have any orders? Like, and you would think. And they said something about, I looked at all the shipping options, and then they did the free shipping. Anyway, I will just update them and let them either pay for a rush fee. They can either pay for a rush fee or can just cancel it. I mean, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching. Hey, tomorrow. Bye, guys.